In the yesterday's class, we completed the problem relating to valuation of a vacant land using the binomial model. Stop talking, please. We have to write notes for that particular problem with an alternative way of finding probability, which I did at the end of the yesterday's class, but I did not give you time to copy it. Okay, please. We'll complete the alternative way of calculating the probability as well as a brief notes for the concept behind valuation of a vacant land. Then we'll have a discussion regarding currency options. Nothing new or nothing great. How we discuss about option for a share, same way we'll be discussing about call and put option for a foreign currency, and then do 6 problems in the currency options. Stop talking, please. 2 problems is regarding forward versus currency options, call and put. 2 problem is money market heads currency option forward for receivables as well as payables. We're doing 2 problems. And then 1 problem is cap and floor. We'll be discussing one small problem. And then currency option as a hedging or speculative tool, we'll be discussing 1 problem. 6 problems we'll be doing in the currency option area. And in options chapter, the last sum has not been discussed. It is risk neutralization model for valuing a currency option, where a small concept is involved. We'll be discussing that. All this are the areas to be covered in currency options. Once we complete the currency option, we'll move on to the chapter futures. Okay. Then I'll come back to the options during the interest rate options, real option in valuing oil reserve patterns, etc. All this will be coming back and doing towards the end of the derivative session. So with currency options, we'll just put a comma to the chapter options. Okay. Now, currency option is also very regularly asked in the examination. So where we should be understanding the quotations which are given. Then we will be having an introduction to the chapter futures. Once again, very important from examination viewpoint. Every exam regularly they ask a question from the futures. Even options also regularly problem is being asked in the examination. So next we will be discussing about the concept of futures. Another 3 to 4 classes we will be discussing about the futures and how it works. Okay. Now, we have done lot of issues in the chapter options, and again I say please start revising immediately so that before you forget you will just consolidate. If you forget and then read, it takes long time to read and understand. It will double the effort, and what has been listened also will be wasted. So immediately consolidate the options chapter so that you'll be having a good grip when we discuss the further areas later in swap options, etc. Okay. Now, see, let us have the notes completed for this first item called as a value of vacant land. Write down notes. Write down notes. Point number 1. Point number 1. A natural resource. A natural resource sometimes has a natural resource sometimes has a better value than a natural resource sometimes has a better value than a developed asset. A natural resource sometimes has better value than a developed asset. Sometimes has better value than the developed asset. Point number 2. In the above problem, a land, in the above problem, a land with an 18 apartment building, a land with an 18 apartment building has a value of, a land with an 80 apartment building has a value of, if you all have the continuity, tell me, has a value of how much lakhs? 36 lakhs. Land with an 18 apartment building has a value of 36 lakhs today. Has a value of 36 lakhs today. But the value of land alone, but the value of land alone is how much rupees? Tell me, is how much rupees? The value of land alone is how much you calculated? 39.30 lakhs. The value of land alone is 39.30 lakhs. The value of land alone is 39.30 lakhs. Can I proceed? Continue. How this is possible? How this is possible? So we may understand that a land with an 18 apartment building is worth how much? 36 lakhs. But how can the land alone will have what? 39.3 lakhs. How this is possible? You will understand the question or not? Next. Point number 2 or 3? 3. A land with an 18 apartment building has restricted use. A land with an 18 apartment building has a restricted use because the land is developed, has a restricted use because the land is developed for a particular asset. Because the land is developed for a particular asset called 18 apartments building. The land is developed for a particular asset, 18 apartment building. The land is developed for a particular asset, 18 apartment building. Everybody understand or not? Now continue, full stop. However, an undeveloped land is an option. However, an undeveloped land is an option on which we have multiple uses. Undeveloped land is an option on which we have multiple uses. Do you understand my notes or not? Undeveloped land is an option which has multiple uses. And we can exercise the option to develop, for that use, which is more beneficial. We can exercise the option to develop for that use which is more beneficial. Everybody following what I am saying? That is, whichever option has got more benefit, I can exercise for that. Can I proceed? Point number 3 or 4? 4. In this case, if the land is kept vacant for 1 year, and if the FSP of the apartment, if the land is kept vacant for 1 year And if the FSP of the apartment is 15 lakhs, if the land is kept vacant for 1 year, and if the FSP of the apartment is how many years? How many lakhs? 15 lakhs. Then on the land, we can construct. Then on the land we can construct. Tell me, 18 apartments or 30? 30 apartments. Hence on the land we can construct 30 apartments and get a value of, we can construct 30 apartments and get a value of how much lakhs? 110 lakhs. We can construct 30 apartments and get a value of 110 lakhs. And if the market is sluggish, with the apartment price falling to 11 lakhs, if the market is sluggish and the apartment price falling to 11 lakhs, we can exercise what option? 18 apartment option. We can exercise 18 apartment option and get a value of how much lakhs? 18 lakhs. We can exercise 18 apartment option and get a value of 18 lakhs. Full stop. This choice is not available. If it is a land with, this choice is not available if it is a land with what? 18 apartments building today. This choice is not available if it is a land with 18 apartments building today. This choice is not available if it is a land with 18 apartments building today. Can I proceed? Next point. Point number 4 or 5 here? 5. Thus, land is not an asset. Land is not an asset, but land is what? An option. Land is not an asset, but land is an option. The price paid for the land is not. The price paid for the land is not asset cost. The price paid for the land is not asset cost, but it is what? An option premium. The price paid for the land is not asset cost, but an option premium. Is not an asset cost, but an option premium. Are you all following how to understand or not? In a very minute angle, how to understand really the sums. Can I proceed or not? Now. Next is point number 6. Construction of building on the land. Construction of building on the land is like. Tell me, it is like what? Exercising option. Construction of building on the land is like exercise of option. And the construction cost is like, please tell me, the construction cost is like what? Strike price. And the construction cost is like strike price. Everybody following or not? Next. Point number 7. The apartment selling price today is what? Spot price. The apartment selling price today is spot price. And the price after 1 year is. And the price after 1 year is what? FSP. and the price after 1 year is FSP. And the price after 1 year is FSP. Everybody said no. So always we decide to exercise our labs based on FSP or not. Based on 15 lakhs and 11 lakhs only, we decide to exercise 30 apartments or what? 18 apartment option. You understand the similarities or not? If not exactly similar, almost similar. It's like FSP. Can I proceed or not? Next. Point number 8. Either spot price and FSP. Is the spot price and FSPs. Now, two FSPs are there or not? Is the spot price and FSPs. Is the spot price and FSPs comparable? Is the spot price and FSPs comparable? Is the spot price and FSPs comparable? Are you following the question or not? Question mark. Please draw this diagram small. 12 lakhs, 15 lakhs, 11 lakhs. Copy this alone. 12 lakhs, 15 lakhs, 11 lakhs. Is the spot price and FSPs comparable? Question mark. And that right. 12 lakhs, 15 lakhs, 11 lakhs. 12 lakhs, 15 lakhs and 11 lakhs. Did you copy this part or not? Tell me if you are all awake, revised, understood. Is it comparable or not comparable? Why it is not comparable? This is a cum rent and this is what? Ex rent. Why is a cum rent? If I construct the building today, then this 12 lakh price can even give me what? A rent of the first year. Yes or no? But these two are arising. If I exercise the construction only after 1 year, I lose 1 year rent. Yes or no? Write down. It is not comparable because it is not comparable because the 12 lakh spot price is it is not comparable because the 12 lakh spot price is what price? Cum rent price. The 12 lakh spot price is cum rent price and the FSPs are what? Ex rent price. And the FSPs are ex rent price. And the FSPs are ex rent price. Can I proceed? Now. It is similar to, write down, it is similar to underlying asset giving dividend in option period. It is similar to underlying asset giving dividend in option period. It is similar to underlying asset giving dividend in option period. Did you understand or not? Yes, giving dividend in option period. In such case, continue. In such case, we should calculate. In such case, we should calculate what price? Revised spot price. In such case, we should calculate revised spot price and convert the spot price into. We should calculate revised spot price and convert the spot price into. And convert the spot price into what? Ex rent price. And convert the spot price into ex rent price. Now from the spot price, I reduce the present value of rent or not. And convert the spot price into ex rent price. And convert the spot price into ex rent price. Next point. Point number 9. Point number 9. Some number here. Point number 9. Okay. Point number 9. In the suggested answers, it is presented differently. The suggested answers, it is presented differently. Instead of converting spot price into instead of converting spot price into what? Ex rent price. Instead of converting spot price into ex rent price, it has converted FSP into, it was converted FSP into what? Current price. It has converted FSP into current price. This does not affect. This does not affect. This does not affect. Tell me what? Risk neutral probability. This does not affect risk neutral probability. This does not affect risk neutral probability. Let us copy this with this over. Okay, now write 12 lakhs. Spot price is 12 lakhs. Now, what are two FSP? 15 lakhs, 11 lakhs. 15 lakhs and then 11 lakhs. 15 lakhs add what? 1 lakh. Because come rent, you have to make a not, add rent it. 15 lakhs plus 1 lakh is equal to 16 lakhs. 15 lakhs plus 1 lakh is equal to 16 lakhs. 11 lakh plus 1 lakh is equal to 12 lakhs. 11 lakh plus 1 lakh is equal to 12 lakhs. Can I proceed up? Now, situation FSP, probability, expected FSP. Situation FSP, probability, expected FSP. Situation 1, 2. Situation 1, 2. For the 2 FSP, 16, 12. Why should I write always 16 here? Probability for risk neutralization first is for what? Upper bound price. Okay, 16, 12. P 1 minus P. Probability is P 1 minus P. 16P 12 into 1 minus P. 16P 12 into 1 minus P. Total is 16P plus 12 minus 12P. Total is 16P plus 12 minus 12P. Future value of spot price is equal to, future value of spot price is equal to spot price into 1 plus R. We are now using normal compounding because of real options. Okay, spot price into 1 plus R. What is spot price? 12 lakhs into 1.09. 12 lakhs into 1.09. 12 lakhs into 1.09 is equal to how much? 13.08 lakhs. Is equal to 13.08 lakhs. 13.08 lakhs. Last. 16P plus 12 minus 12P is equal to 16P plus 12 minus 12P is equal to 13.08 lakhs. 16P plus 12 minus 12P is equal to 13.08 is equal to 13.08. 4P is equal to 1.08. Please, 4P is equal to 1.08. P is equal to 0.27. P is equal to 0.27. 1 minus P is equal to 0.73. 1 minus P is equal to 0.73. 1 minus P is equal to 0.73. Up to this, are you following or not? No. One last conclusion. Tell me one single sentence. What is that we have discussed? Land is not an asset, but land is an option. That's conclusion. Write down conclusion. Vacant land is not an asset. Vacant land is not an asset, but it is an option. Vacant land is not an asset, but it is an option. Vacant land is not an asset, but it is an option. Vacant land is not an asset, but it is an option. Okay. Very elaborately, the problem has been done along with the notes. In what sense one should be understanding the calculations. Now, everybody comfortable or not? Now, see. Please, don't talk. Okay. See, May 2012 exam problem you do one problem in option. Okay. 8 marks question has been asked in the examination. Risk neutralization model. Let us complete that problem and then we can just go for the currency options next area. Please. You can take page number 99. Page number 99. Question number 6. This is practice problems I have given. If you see the practice problems now, all of you can start doing the problem for practice in the options. Okay, these problems are nothing but some RTPSMs and some examination problem has been included here for practice. Okay, practice problem, please do it because the chapter has been completed. Stop talking, please. Question number 6. This problem is a very simple problem. Not even one has to do the E compounding. They have given the factor also. Worth the 8 marks. It won't take more than 5 minutes to solve this particular sum. But reading the question will create lot of confusions. If the person has properly understood risk neutral model, reading the question will create lot of confusions. That is why I am reading the question and doing it. This particular problem. Last sum we are now doing in the options chapter. Can I proceed? Now, see. Sumana wanted to buy shares of EAL which has a range of 411 to 592 a month later. That is a month later. What is the range of prices? 411 to 592. 411 is what? Lower FSP and 592 is upper FSP or higher FSP. The present price of the share is 421. What is 421? Spot price. Her broker informs her that the price of the share can soar up to 522 within a month or so that she should buy a 1 month call on EIL. In order to be prudent in buying the call, the share price should be more than or at least 522, the assurance of which could not be given by her broker. Though she understands the uncertainty of the market, she wants to know the probability of attaining the share price of 592 so that buying the share of a 1 month call of EIL at an execution price of 522. What are the name for execution price? Exercise price is justified. Advise her, take the risk-free interest rate to be 3.6%. That is 0.036 is equal to 1.0 e power 0.036 is e power. In my typing it is a superscript. Okay, e power 0.036. If you do the E calculation, get what? 1.037. Understand that examination, you won't be given the pain of doing the E calculation. Always present value factors or the E factors will be given. But I have done this because on out the exam, if they miss to give that E value, we should know how to do it. That is why we have just learned how to do the E calculation. And one more thing, we can confirm the numbers. Why they are given 3.6 by doing on your own. Are you following? Sometimes there can be mistake in the printing also. So it is always better to know the calculation on our own. We don't take more than 10 to 15 seconds to do any E calculation. Yes or no? In the class I have seen that most of you answer before I tell the E power what. Are you following? So this is a very simple calculation given in the question also. Can I proceed now? Let me explain the fact of the question. It is a 2 minutes answer. It's not a 2 minutes answer. I don't know why 8 marks has been what given. Okay, just to put time for other problems. Okay, but I read the question for around 15 minutes, not knowing what to do. Not knowing what to do. I'll tell my confusions also in the problem. Okay, first, let us understand what is given. Now, the EIL share after 1 month is likely to have how many prices? Namely 411 and 592. Then only I can apply binomial model. Yes or no? My first confusion is the question said what? It has a range of what? 411 to 592. I don't know what model to be used. I thought some new model is there which I have not read. That's what I'm saying. It's 411 to what? 592. So they have used risk neutralization problem only, but the question basically mistake. Yes or no? Because it has not understood that a binomial model can accept only what? if you see the vacant land problem, that problem is not our institute coined problem. It is a problem from what? Hull. Once again, they clearly use the building price can either be what? 15 million or 11 million. They did not say it can be 15 million to what? 11 million, because binomial model can take only binomial values, can never take what? Range. If you want to have a range of values between upper and lower FSB, one should go only for what? The continuously branching out Black-Scholes model. Enna parida not? You understand my discussion or not? Now, this is the first mistake in the problem. Now, we can make the change. It can be 411 2. Please make a change in the workbook to make it as what? R. It can be 411 or what? 592. Can be 411 or 592. Okay. 411 or 592. Now, what is the today's price of the share? Tell me. 421. 421 is what? Spot price. That means 421 spot price can either become what? 592 or can drop to what? 411. This is the basic data given. Yes or no? No. There is a call option on this share which is having a strike price. So how much rupees? 522. There's a call option having a strike price of 522. Somebody gave her the advice that surely the share price will cross what? 522. You can buy this call. It will be very beneficial, because if it crosses 522, bullish person always go for what? Call option. They can make a profit. Yes or no? So the person said, the person who gave advice said that the share price is very sure to go for 522 or above that. So please buy the call with the strike price. How much rupees? 522. Now, this person, Sumana, is having a fear, because this share price will touch 522 or cross 522 is certain or uncertain? Uncertain. You know, everything is a stock price only. Even God cannot predict accurately what will be the price after 1 month. Yes or no? In that case, there's going to be an uncertainty. So she wants to know, it can be 592 only if it reaches, she can make a profit from the call. Yes or no? Now she pays a premium. She is going to pay a premium to buy the call or not. And only when the share price touches what? 592, she will exercise the call. Yes or no? If the share price becomes what? 4 level, you allow the call to what? Lapse. Now she wants to know what is the probability of the share price touching 592. What is the probability of share price touching what? 592. Innappa purinjudha? Now ask you to find out what? The upper bound price probability. Institute calculated one line answer. Probability is equal to what? E power TR minus D divided by U minus D. Answer over. This answer is going to be the answer. Okay, e power TR of minus D divided by U minus D. So the institute gave that as answer. Suppose it comes as 70% some number. For example, you take. So the answer is what? There's a 70% chance that the share price will touch what? 592. Is what? Is a probability giving us an advice to what? Sumana, tell me. Are you following up? Tell me, is this advice correct or wrong? That is not a probability. Yeah, that is what? Risk neutral probability. Nobody can calculate a probability. People can only assign a probability. Yes or no? A question on the basis is wrong. They are so much hard they try to find out a situation formed what? Question. The situation is highlighting the entire ignorance of what? Risk neutralization. And the model you did not understand what? The model itself, because the model did not calculate probability. Yes or no? Now, see, in Black-Scholes model, ND1 we use. ND1 is a normal distribution table number. 0.5 plus NTD1. Normal distribution gives you what? A probability. So, ND1 is a probability. Yeah? No, we discuss in Greeks later, it is called as delta shares. Are you following what I am saying? It is a discussed portfolio's delta shares. So what seems to be probability always need not be what? A probability. Everybody follow what I am saying? So tell me, if you understood the concept properly, tell me what are all the mistakes in the question. Mistake number 1 is what? Share price can be either 411 or 592. 411 to 592. I can never answer using what? A risk neutralization model. What a second mistake? They ask you to calculate what? The probability of the upper FSP. We can never calculate the probability of a share price. If I know the probability of a share price correctly, without assigning by a formula, everybody will be getting the same probability. I also think same, you also will think what? Same. No transaction will take place in the market. Are you following? The probability is a perception where based on information person what? Assigns. It cannot be calculated unless it falls into a distribution. Everybody follow what I am saying? Now, in that case, the answer which we get is not probability, is what? Risk neutral probability. The risk neutral probability is calculated because to create a risk neutral value of the option in future so that I can discount using what? Risk free rate. We saw the logic behind the risk neutral probability very elaborately in one of the discussions earlier done. Everybody following or not? But still the answer can be done. We don't worry whether the question is right or wrong. We want how many marks? 8 marks. I'll say sometimes don't get confused from the examination. They can also commit what? Mistakes in coining the questions. But looking at it, we cannot do any other way. The only way available is what? The risk neutral method only, not any other way. They also confirm by giving what? E power 0.036. Write down first. Probability. Probability of upper FSP, probability of upper FSP can be calculated using the formula P is equal to, tell me the formula, e power TRF minus D divided by U minus D. P is equal to e power TRF minus D divided by U minus D. Now, one by one. What is spot price? Everybody tell me. Remember, what is spot price here? 421. It can go up to what? 592, can drop to 411. 592 and can drop to 411. Okay. D is equal to, formula, D is equal to what? Downward FSP divided by spot price. Downward FSP divided by spot price, which is equal to, what is downward FSP? 411 divided by 421. Tell me in two decimals how much it is? 0.98. D is equal to 0.98. U is equal to what? Upward FSP divided by spot price. U is equal to upward FSP divided by spot price, which is equal to, what is the upward FSP? 592 divided by 421. 592 divided by 421 is equal to how much? 1.41. U is equal to 1.41. You have no work. E power TRFA given. Yes or no? Now. E power 0.036. That's TRF they given. How much number here? 1.037. 1.037. 1.037. Probability is equal to, do the calculation, 1.037 minus, tell me what is the number here? 0.98. 1.037 minus 0.98 divided by 1.41 minus 0.98. Divided by 1.41 minus 0.98. Tell me the number. 0.13. Okay, 0.1325. Add on. There is a 13.25% chance that, there is a 13.25% chance that, there is a 13.25% chance that the probability, the chance that the FSP can be, there is a 13.25% chance that the FSP can be how much here? 592. The FSP can be 592. The FSP can be 592. Even though we know what you are saying is what? Wrong, we answer that. Okay. Generally in alliance and all politics, we know that our ally is making what? Mistake. Even though we know that they are making mistake, we just what? Justify them. Yes or no? Same way, this is not a chance. It's only what? A risk neutral probability only. But the answer is 13.25% chance of having a upper FSP. Everybody following or not? Now. With this, we complete the solution to this particular sum now. The only reason I did this sum is not to get confused reading the question. So it is nothing but a simple risk neutralization model only they wanted to answer. Okay. Now tell me, is it worth 8 marks or not? Worth 8 marks or not? I feel it is worth 8 marks for confusing us. So no. Now beyond that, not for the solution, but for what? Confusion. It is worth what? 8 marks. Can I say it? Now next. See. Normally, I will say like this. If we are the institute committee members, we should be giving full marks for the every student written this answer. Even left, because question wrong, we should be giving marks right or not now. But till now, whether question wrong, people don't know what, understand. Are you following not now? This is a real issue. I can say in our subject, most of the times, the solution is suboptimal. Or the question coining itself is what? Wrong. Because nobody pays deep attention into the concept why. That is, in our subject, it is not that, say, some concepts are already established and then what? Understanding. Every concept is a finding. Everything is what? A finding. Lot of hard work is put into each and every concept to find it out. Yes or no now? How to make a risk-free rate as discount rate, important issue. How much hard work has been put into what? Getting the risk-free rate, yes or no? In that, how long they would have thought to construct a risk-neutral probability model, yes or no? Now, we can say, just out of heart, we can say that this is an insult to the person who has found risk neutralization model, right or not? Right or not? Because we have not taken pain to understand what he has said. Otherwise, we should not commit. You should not commit through what? Words. Simply we can say, we can take from Hull or some book, with they consider always correctly the question and then what? Ask it rather than coining it. No. And it also creates confusion of person reading it. If a person has really understood the model, he will not able to figure out which model it should be answered, because the risk neutralization model does not help us to find out probability. Model is to find out what? Option value. Okay. It is a binomial, not what? A range. We don't have the data for Black-Scholes because why? We don't have a volatility and say we don't have what that is term is given. We don't have a volatility to find out. So Black-Scholes also cannot be used. They have not given us in the question paper the tables, natural log table or normal table values, etc. So one will be having surely a confusion as to what model should be used for writing the question. Okay. Now, with this we complete the discussion regarding the options.